aesthetic.
I like that. I mean, it makes it feel more intimate and cozy, I think.
Yes. Yes.
So speaking of creating like a vibe or a specific energy, I thought it was interesting how the article talked about intention when it comes to Feng Shui.
Yeah, intention is a powerful tool in Feng Shui.
Okay.
It's not just about moving furniture around. It's about infusing the space with the energy you want to cultivate.
So before I even start moving furniture, I should kind of pause and think about how I want the living room to feel
Exactly.
and how I want people to experience the space.
Imagine yourself and your loved ones in this space.
Okay.
What activities do you envision?
Yeah.
What emotions do you want to cultivate? Are you aiming for a cozy and intimate atmosphere or something more lively and social?
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It's like setting an intention before you meditate. You're kind of creating this roadmap for the energy you want to bring into the room.
Yeah, that's a great analogy.
So once I have that clear intention in my mind,
Right.
I can start making design choices that kind of support that.
Exactly.
So for example, if I'm going for a peaceful, relaxing vibe, I might choose calming colors like blues and greens.
Exactly.
Avoid anything too bright or stimulating.
Right. And if you want to create a lively and social space, you might opt for warmer colors and bolder patterns.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
You see?
So it really is about every design choice being this opportunity to infuse the room with your intention.
Precisely. That's what makes Feng Shui so powerful.
Okay.
It's a mindful approach to design that allows you to create a space that truly reflects your values and aspirations.
Okay, before we move on from this, I want to touch on something called cutting energy,
Okay.
which the article mentioned, but I wasn't quite sure what that meant.
So cutting energy refers to the disruptive energy created by sharp edges and pointed objects.
Oh, okay.
So imagine sitting on your sofa with a sharp corner pointing right at you.
Right.
Not exactly relaxing, right?
No, not really.
So you want to be mindful of how those sharp edges might impact the overall energy flow in your living room.
Okay.
Doesn't mean you need to banish all sharp corners,
Right.
but it's important to be aware of their placement and how they might influence the feel of the space.
So what can I do about those sharp edges? Do I need to like wrap all my furniture in bubble wrap?
No need for bubble wrap.
Okay, good.
A simple solution is to soften those sharp edges with plants or fabric.
Oh,
For example, if you have a coffee table with sharp corners, you could drape a soft throw over it or place a plant on top.
so kind of balancing it out with some softer elements.
Exactly.
Okay, what about artwork and decor?
Yes.
Does that play a role in Feng Shui?
Absolutely. Artwork and decor can have a big impact on the energy of a space. They can evoke certain emotions and reinforce your overall intention for the room.
So if I want to create a calming and peaceful living room, I might choose artwork that has like serene landscapes or abstract patterns in soothing colors.
Exactly. And you might avoid artwork that depicts scenes of chaos or aggression,
Right.
as those images can bring a more frenetic energy to the space.
Yeah, that makes sense. What about photos? I love having photos of my family and friends
Yes.
around my house. Is that okay in Feng Shui?
Photos of loved ones are a wonderful way to reinforce bonds and create a sense of belonging.
Okay.
Displaying them in your living room can strengthen those connections and bring a feeling of warmth and happiness to the space.
Yeah, I can see that.
You see?
So we've covered furniture placement, intention cutting energy,
Right.
artwork decor.
Yes.
Is there anything else we should consider when it comes to creating this harmonious living room?
Well, we've talked about the visual aspects, but don't forget about engaging your other senses.
Ooh.
Bringing in pleasant scents, soft textures, and even calming sounds can enhance the feeling of harmony and connection in your living room.
I love that it's really about creating an immersive experience.
Yeah.
So where do we start? Okay, so we're back for the final part of our Feng Shui living room deep dive, and I am so ready to like redo my whole living room.
Yeah, it's amazing how these little tweaks can really change the energy of a room.
Mm-hmm.
So let's bring it all together
Okay.
and make sure you've got all the key takeaways.
Sounds good to me. Where should we start?
Well, I think we should start by revisiting that sofa placement, the command position.
Okay.
It creates a sense of stability and grounding, which lets you relax and connect more fully with others.
Right. No more being vulnerable with my back to the door.
Exactly.
And then, of course, we talked about decluttering,
Yeah.
which is more than just tidying up. It's really about clearing those mental and emotional blockages
Right.
so energy can flow freely.
And don't forget about those 5 elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water.
Right?
It's about finding that right balance to create the energy you want in your living room.
And that's where the intention comes in.
Exactly.
Before you even start moving furniture around, you need to ask yourself, like, what kind of energy do I want in this space?
Uh-huh.
Do I want it to feel cozy and intimate or lively and social,
Right.
maybe peaceful and serene.
Once you have that clear intention in your mind,
Hmm.
every design choice becomes a way to infuse the room with that specific energy.
And we can't forget about lighting. Soft, warm lighting creates such a more inviting atmosphere than that harsh overhead lighting.
Right. You want to think about layering your lighting, natural light, ambient light accent lighting,
Hmm.
to create that warm and inviting ambiance.
And then furniture placement is key as well.
Yeah.
Creating a conversation area
Yeah.
where people can comfortably face each other
Uh-huh.
really enhances that sense of togetherness.
Right. And I thought about that coffee table.
Oh, yeah.
It's more than just a surface for drinks. It's a symbolic anchor for shared experiences and a focal point for connection.
I love that.
Yeah.
We also talked about how important it is to engage all of your senses, not just the visual, to create a more harmonious and connected space.
Pleasant scents, soft textures, natural elements.
Mm-hmm.
These all contribute to a more holistic experience of the room.
Yeah, for sure. And then artwork and decor is also important.
Absolutely.
Choosing pieces that evoke those positive emotions and reflect your overall intention.
Artwork that uplifts and inspires photos of loved ones. To strengthen those bonds, even softening those sharp edges to avoid that cutting energy.
It really does all come back to intention and energy.
It does.
Feng Shui is such a mindful approach to design. It lets you create a space that truly reflects who you are and how you want to feel.
It's not about following a strict set of rules.
Okay?
It's about trusting your intuition and making choices that feel right for you
Mm-hmm.
and your unique living space.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener?
Yeah.
You have the power to transform your living room into a space that really nourishes your well-being and supports those meaningful connections.
It's a place where you feel at home.
Yeah.
And remember, it's a journey, not a destination.
Okay.
Have fun experimenting with these principles, see what works for you,
Mm.
and enjoy the process of creating a space that reflects your unique style and energy.
I think this has been such an amazing deep dive. I feel like I've learned so much
Me too.
about creating a living room that is both beautiful and energetically aligned.
It's been great chatting about this with you. Now go and transform your living spaces.
Yes, and let us know how it goes.
Yes.
You can find us on social media. We'd love to hear all about your Feng Shui adventures.
Until next time.
Happy decorating!